This is part 3. We have done part 1 and 2. So do well to check out part 1 and part 2 in my previous videos. So look at this. We have two functions, f of x and g of x. We've done that in part 1 and 2. Now this one says we should find g inverse of 6. G inverse of 6. So when you hear the inverse of a function, the inverse of a function is capable of undoing the effect of that function. So if we say let y be equal to, let's say g of x, because we are focused on the g inverse, and you want to get rid of this g function, what you do is to apply g inverse on this. So you do apply the g inverse function on this. Same here too. So watch this now. This g inverse will get rid of this. So which means you have g inverse of y being equal to what? X. Now this is going to form the basis of us solving or finding the value of g inverse of 6. Keep this in mind. This is going to be useful as we proceed in this working. Now let's come here. You know, we said let y be equal to g of x. So keep that y is equal to what? 3 bracket 2x plus 1, right? Now we want to make x the subject of the formula. I'll tell you why as we proceed. So if you do that, let's divide both sides by 3, or let's expand this first of all. Y is equal to what? 6x plus 3. If you move 3 over, you get minus 3. And if you divide both sides by 6, x will be equal to what? Y minus 3 over 6. Now remember that x is equal to what? G inverse of y. So I'm going to replace x for what? G inverse of y. So that's G inverse of y is equal to what? Y minus 3 over 6. Now because they say we should find G inverse of 6, and 6 should replace x here. So let's now change y to x and also change this y to x so that we can find G inverse of 6. Now let me just complete this here. I'm going to, G inverse of 6 is what we're looking for, mind you. I think I can complete it here now. So G inverse of 6, G inverse of 6 will be equal to what? So, okay, I said we're going to replace it with x. I'm just going to write it. So change y to x here and change y to x as well here. So see what you have. Therefore, G inverse of 6, yes, is equal to what? 6 minus 3 over 6. 6 minus 3 is what? 3. And over 6 is what? 1 over 2. So this is your answer. Yes, 1 over 2 is your answer. I'll see you in the next video.